Hello everyone, this is RalorWolf here once again. There's a couple things I need to cover at the beginning of this episode. One, I will not be having music, the game music, in my videos for a little while. Basically, there's a copyright issue going on right now. Somebody's claiming copyright ownership of a couple of the songs in the game. So until that's resolved, I'm not going to have any of that in my videos because it just causes a mess. Second thing is I have recorded about 3 hours for this video so far. Basically, you'll probably never see that. It was just a bunch of trial, error, lots of error in trying to get to rescue Bill on the moon. Yeah, it's been annoying. But I think I finally got a ship that'll work. I'm sorry I didn't get to show this one being built, but like I said, it was a process and took hours. So here we go. Basically, the biggest issue I had with building this ship is that I don't have fuel lines, I don't have struts. So I have to build something that's stable on its own without the use of struts, and I can't use any efficient rocket designs that use fuel lines, which I really want to do. So hopefully we'll unlock those at the end of this episode after rescuing Bill. Alright, so this ship starts with a 3-pod lander. Now, I went with 3 just because I have to have more than one, because I have to have one with my pilot and one to pick Bill up in. And a 2-1 is just too flat. It just didn't feel like it'd be easy to land on the moon. So I went ahead and did 3, makes a nice big footprint, so it's easier to land. Now, I'm not going to go through and describe everything that's going on here. Basically, I had it all built up, I think, to this point, and it did okay. I just wanted to get a little extra oomph, so I added another stack to the bottom of all these to get even more up in the air before the main part goes off. And then that crashed on the landing pad, so I added these footings at the bottom of each one to hold everything stable so it didn't collapse on itself. Alright, and then after that, basically when I went for my moon injection burn out of Kerbin orbit to get to the moon, this upper stage here ran out just a little bit earlier than I'd like, so I went ahead and threw on these solid rocket boosters just to help us get a little more oomph off the base. I think this will work. I've taken it out to the moon and test landed it once. I think I'll be okay. Alright. I think we're ready to go ahead and load this up on the pad. Oh, and I did find out that the energy, the electricity that was being drained, is because the SAS was on. When you've got the SAS on, it tries to maneuver a little bit and adjust itself, and it actually uses electricity to do that. So, got to make sure I don't use the SAS much. If I do, I definitely don't want to time warp with it on, or it'll drain our batteries. Also, when I get out there, I'm going to shut the batteries off on these pods, just in case I need these for any reason, and they're out of power, and they're separated from the ship. I can't do anything with it. I shouldn't need to, but I built in plenty of battery packs around our lander to be able to use. Alright. Yep, I think we're ready. See you on the launch pad. Alright, we're at the launch pad. Things have settled in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect these bottom. The first little stage of just the stands that it's standing on. Let things settle so they stop wiggling. Struts would really be useful. Really useful. Alright. Throttle up. SAS. I don't know how much I should throttle up on this. I'll go about halfway. Now the solid rocket boosters go full blast no matter what, so they can cause issues. So far there's some spin, but all in all it's not too bad. I'm going to keep that spin under control though, or else it's going to throw my rocket apart. Once again, struts would be amazing. Okay, it's getting kind of funky. love it when one design works, you fly it another time, and it blows to pieces. Alright, I'm going to take off those solid rocket boosters and just try and make do without them. They're too much of a wild card. Again, I don't like solid rocket boosters in the first place. I just threw them on here because I figured it'd be an easy way to get a little extra boost off the runway. That should be all of them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save it like that and meet you on the runway one more time. Alright, we're on the runway. Things are settling in. Going to go ahead and get that first stage out of the way so everything can settle in. SAS, throttle up. Now without those rocket boosters, I'm pretty sure I can go full bore with this off the bat. Just hope it stays straight. See, lifts off all pretty, no wobbling. Not even any spin going on. Sweet. Yeah, those rocket boosters, man, they can help you sometimes, but most of the time they just throw you off. Especially because the only reason I was really using them was because I don't have struts in the first place to really design a good ship. Well, not really the struts in this case, the fuel lines. The fuel lines would make this half this size of a ship to do the same thing. It's crazy they didn't have struts or fuel lines available earlier on, but it is what it is. Hopefully I'll unlock them. I don't even have to touch the keyboard. The SAS is keeping everything straight. It's not using much charge either. Awesome. Ah, beautiful rocket. Going towards the moon. I was about to check the map to see how high we were getting up, but I know this first stage won't get us up high enough anyway, so might as well wait. It is a big, ugly rocket. But as long as it gets the job done, I guess. Alright, I'll go ahead and check it right before the fuel runs out. Just so I have a little bit of time to get this window open, get it prepared. Okay, 10,000. See, these extra little these extra little sections I threw on there don't get me up very high, but they give this upper stage a little bit more of a head start, rather than just starting right off the runway. Because this right here, starting off the runway, worked pretty well. I just didn't have enough gas to get my orbits completely done. Alright, this should be able to move a little faster too. And it should be good. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think this stage is good enough for me to start actually getting my orbit going. Let me check my atmosphere. Okay, I'm out of the lowest part of the atmosphere, so I can start to at least steer towards the horizon a little bit. To help widen out my arc. And about 80 is where I like to stop it. I mean, 70 is good enough, but it doesn't take much more fuel to get to 80, and I feel safer going up to 80. Alright, see, I've still got some fuel left in these 3-length rockets, and a whole extra, pretty much a whole tank left in the 3 rockets, and these little 2 ones I'll be ejecting off once they run out. Alright, get lined up to the atmosphere, or the horizon, take SAS off. And remember to leave SAS off as much as I can, because I think what I'm going to do is when I land on the moon, I am going to pretty much sit there and just use these batteries and transmit as much data as I can back to the planet before I take off to come home. Okay. At this point, I think we're gonna end up making this orbit. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the video, get us out to an orbit, and go ahead and take us out to the moon. Probably just fast forward that part to the moon orbit, and I'll see you there. Alright, I've got my Kerbin orbit. Finally. It was a little close. Had a couple little issues, but not too bad. I don't know how much fuel I'm going to have to really make this work. It's going to be close. What am I doing? Alright, yeah, for the final stage of the leaving Kerbin atmosphere orbit, I have to use the lander stage, actually, which is what I was trying to avoid by using those big solid rocket boosters. But that didn't work out, as we saw. Just hopefully I'll have enough fuel left once we get out there, and hopefully I can make my landing pretty efficient. If I waste too much fuel on our landing, I don't think we're getting home. That would be bad. I would have to send another one of these up there. At least it has 3 pods on it. I wouldn't have to redesign the ship, I'd just have to try and fly it a little better. Okay, at this point I can get rid of the maneuver node and just go by my readings. See, 120 should be decent. How much fuel do I have left? Got quite a bit, but it'll take quite a bit to do my landing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is try and this is actually pretty opportune. It's about to go into darkness, but I can get to this crash site pretty much directly. How fast am I going? I'm going 685 meters per second. So if I come here, add maneuver, and pretty much just slow myself to a stop, how much will that take? That'll take... Ooh. It says estimated burn. Okay, about 1 minute of burn. That's not too bad. Let me go ahead and try and adjust it so it'll arrive me close to my target. That should do it. I can start that. Alright, hopefully this will let me get a little more efficient with my fuel, since I don't have to do the orbit and then come down and land. If I just go to the horizon at this point, it should be able to let me keep some of my downward momentum as well. Because I don't want to slow myself completely in all directions. Well, I guess, yeah, it'll be more efficient just to do it where they want me to do. Turn the SAS off. Alright, she's getting close. And pretty much, from the looks of it, my ship will accelerate at full blast about 10 meters per second per second. I can cancel that maneuver node. Alright, that'll get me pretty good. It actually slowed me down a lot. But I will speed up as I arrive at the planet. Or moon, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a planet. Alright, so what I like to do when I'm kind of in this approach mode is to go in to look at my ship. Look at it. I don't know which way is up, which way is down. Orient my ship facing straight up. Nope. Another little tip you can do is to kind of stop you in your tracks. You can just time warp for a quick second, and it'll freeze your ship where it's at. Orientation-wise, like spin and facing, like right here. It's kind of like an instant SAS, but it's a little bit cheaty. So I like to orient my ship so north is down on the nav ball, and I'm completely still. And then, let's see, if I look towards the north, I want north to be up. Okay, so on my screen here, north is straight up, like this way. So now I know from this orientation how to control my ship. It's always a little hard to figure out which way to go. Okay, now I should be able to, I'll go to the other menu, make sure I set this as my target. Now that I've set that, when I get close enough, it'll actually show up in my screen here. So I can just go ahead and time warp. I would want to make sure I don't get over about 500 meters per second. I can slow from 500 pretty quick in here. It would take about 1 minute. And okay, I can see the other ship. That's good. Let me check. Okay, this says I'm going to land to the upper right of it. So if I kind of go slightly down a little, and actually no, I'm already heading that way. So yeah, if I just burn this way a little bit, not too long, just a little bit of a burn, I can check here. I'm starting a little bit of a burn, even though you might not be able to hear it, just to watch how it moves. Okay, that's closer to where I want it. Now I can look straight up again. I can look straight up again. It's a little hard to orient sometimes. Okay. I still want to go a little this way. So I'm going to start slowing my ship while facing this way a little bit. Because I want to kind of land over here. I just want to slow myself completely, at least horizontally. To do that, you can go down near the horizon, underneath your retrograde indicator, and when that reaches the top, you've pretty much, there we go, killed all of your horizontal velocity. So I should now be heading straight down, just about. Okay, I need to spin my ship a little bit just to get it reoriented with the way I like to go. Turn my SAS on. It does help with landing. Don't forget the gear. Okay, gears down. And now that I'm closer, I can see that it's 11 kilometers away. That gives me a better reading than this altimeter up here. Because like I mentioned in another video, this actually shows to sea level. Even though the moon doesn't have a sea, it does have a level they consider kind of like a zero altitude. And it's not exactly what's underneath you. This might be a pretty good landing. I'm at 200 meters per second. I just have to make sure I can start slowing that down when appropriate. Just about here would be good. Start slowing it down. I want to try and get it to about 20. No, I'm still a little ways off. Okay, 70. I'm just using constant thrust now, just not much. And I can reduce this as I get lower. Okay, actually I'll turn it off real quick. Turn it on just to get rid of some of my horizontal velocity. Because also when you're going horizontally, it kind of fools you on your speed. Because it shows your horizontal speed as well in this meters per second. I think there's a way to switch that, but I don't really have time to mess with that right now because I'm in the middle of landing. Okay, I want to slow a little bit faster. Okay, down to about 16 meters per second. 10 is a good landing speed. 13. Not about 7, 6, 5. 3 meters per second. And once I touch down, turn the... Oh man, I thought it was going to tip over. But we have successfully landed on the moon without damage, and we're only 585 meters away from our crash site. That's amazing, and we're on a hill. That I didn't expect. I've been able to land within a mile of stuff before, but that is about the closest rescue mission I've had. That is awesome. Now, if I wanted to get fancy, I could take off a little and just kind of coast down the hill and land even closer, but I am not going to mess with that. I'm going to switch over to that other capsule with Bill in it. Hey, Bill, long time no see. Hope you're glad to see us. Go ahead and EVA him out. Ah, so wonderful. Space to let off. Find our other ship. Take out our rocket booster. Ah, Bill, you're getting rescued. Like I said, 500 meters, that's pretty darn close. I'm kind of proud of myself there. If I had a more efficient ship that I could play with it a little more, play with the throttle a little more, not worry about running out of gas, I Could probably get closer. Okay, start slowing down. I don't want to. Also, when I'm coming at it like this, I want to make sure I'm kind of angling away, so if I do get out of control, he doesn't knock into the ship, because that's happened before too. You go and you're going too fast, you try and land, and your guy starts skidding, and he skids right into your ship and ruins it. Alright, while I'm on the ground, actually, what I can do, turn him here, switch over to my okay, I didn't want to switch to all those pieces. There we go. Jebediah. Jebediah rescuing his buddy Bill. Get him out. Oh, and he's going down. Alright, what's that 700 meters away? Is that another piece of my other ship? Untitled space? Yeah, it must be a part of that ship over there. Weird. Okay. Come hang out with your buddy Bill. He's been waiting to see some company. That's crazy. Can't believe I landed that close. Oh, look at my little guys. Let's see, I think that's screenshot worthy. If I can remember what the screenshot button is on here. I'll do a DX Tory screenshot at least. Alright, some technical difficulties there. Apparently I don't have a folder set up for my screenshots, and I don't know if it stopped the recording or not, or what's going on. Technical difficulties. That's enough. Okay, but we're here. Both Bill and Jebediah. Bill, Jebediah. Okay, so let's do a surface sample. Oh, wait, dang it. Keep data. I forgot one last thing. Buddy, we've got to get you back in the ship real quick. Wow, that was a pretty good landing there. Because I need to turn SAS off. How much energy did that use up? Okay, not much. But especially being on a hill like this, I forgot about this. After you land, you definitely want to turn SAS off. Because if you have it on, it's going to be running your electric charge down. Okay, it's not going too bad. It must be a pretty level surface. But it will sit here and try and autocorrect for your angle this whole time. Okay. Whew, that was close. Okay, now you can get out, and we can have a little romp around. Whee! Clunk. I need ladders. Ladders will be a good thing to research. Okay. So I can bring my resource. Won't show me resources. Okay. Do an EVA report. Keep it. Take surface sample. Keep it. Okay. And now, so I have a pilot in the ship, I'm going to go ahead and make him get back in the ship. Hopefully without knocking it over. No, it's got duplicate. Yeah, board anyway. Because the main thing is, I want him to stay out here to be able to do some stuff. Okay, but here, while we were in the ship, we can bring up the resources panel and watch our energy as we transmit data. Okay, go ahead and turn off the pod batteries, just so we don't accidentally use up more than we need. I'll go ahead and leave one of these batteries too. I don't know how much SAS power I'm going to need. Okay. So, transmit data. It's transmitting a surface sample and the EVA report. Woohoo! Let's see, we can go ahead and operate the mystery goo. 40 scientific data. Awesome. We're going to get a lot of science out of here. That will be nice. Transmit. Still worth 24. Oh yeah, the big science center. Almost forgot about it. Open the materials bay. That looks kind of cool in there. Ooh, scientific value is 100. Yes, please. We do it again. Do it again. 20% of 100. Transmitting like crazy. Let's extend out these and see what these antenna look like. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. I kind of like that antenna. Oh yeah, I wish I could tell. Let's see. Is there anything else to transmit? Okay, nothing else to transmit. I'm going to go ahead and extend this one out too. See if it'll transmit data quicker. Oh yeah, crew reports. Crew report. Ooh, 100% on the crew reports. Worth 20. Crew report 20. That one was only 7.5. Aw. Now it's only worth 2.8. So I'll stop on that one. I'll keep it. I guess I can keep one for each one. Keep. Crew report. Keep. A bunch of science. Observe the mystery goo some more. 40% of 18. Let's see. Go ahead and observe the mystery goo. Down to 14.6. I think if I keep all these, I can land it back at home. Oh yeah. I'm built to eject these off and go in separately to pretty much crash this down to the station. I wonder if I would actually lose the data. Or the planet, I mean. I wonder if I would lose all this data if I let it crash and can't bring it home. It's worth 73. I'll go ahead and transmit it one more time. We've got plenty of electrical charge. Let's see. Let's switch over to Bill. Take surface sample. 75. Transmit it. No comms device on this vessel. Man, so you mean I have to do a sample report and then... That's crazy. Man. I can't just transmit it from the ground. I have to actually bring it back to the ship. Alright, I guess. Try not to knock the ship over. Whew. Okay. So now transmit data with that thing. See how fast it goes. 100%. That's pretty good. 5.6 for that. 3.5. 2.8. 1.1. What was it doing? Oh, it's like sending everything. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Oh, man. Oh, man. It was just using up everything, sending every little report I've done, it looks like. Oh. That's crazy. Okay. Can I check? Okay, it looks like it's not holding any. Okay, there's no reports going on. Okay, so I should be able to do this again. Do a crew report, keep it. Crew report, keep it. Crew report, keep it. EVA. Yeah, I'm trying to collect as much science as possible. I know, like, I could do some other stuff. Oh, come on. Okay, Jebediah, time for you to EVA as well. Let's try and not let you fall. Yes. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes. They like to fall. But okay. Take a surface sample. Keep it. Jump for an EVA report. So I think that was it. Yeah, this is above the moon's surface. Worth 24. Switch over. Oh, man. Switch over to Bill. Do an EVA report on the ground, on the moon's surface. It's only worth 19. You start to say something dramatic and poignant about the plight of Kerbal kind in its grand universe, only to be cut off by random radio chatter that the situation is nominal. Nice. Okay. Keep data. And then take surface sample. Worth 52. Keep it. Okay. Now I think I've got all the data I can get from those guys. Go ahead and try and get him back up. Grab on. Board. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was checking. Oh man. I was checking to see if double clicking on Jebediah, like that, would have given me control of him. So I hit space to see if he would jump. But I still had control of the ship. And it fired off my capsules. That right there is what you call disappointing. Disappointing especially because you went through all this work. Well, like I think I said on the way out here, or maybe it was one of my failed missions before, at least if this guy gets stranded out here, the ship that I'm using has 3 pods, so I could still send a rescue ship. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to send the rescue ship now for Jebediah and Bill. Now, yes, before you say anything, I know I could revert. Oh, maybe I can't revert flight. Okay, well, never mind. I was going to say, I guess I could just revert flight. But I don't do that. Oh, man, I can't believe this was going to be such a successful mission. Because, I mean, it's got, I never even checked, but I'm sure it has plenty of gas to get back. Oh, yeah. It's got almost half gas, which is like a full tank. This thing would definitely be able to make it back to the planet. So now, this will be pretty much the end of the episode. Actually, maybe not. What I will do is, Jebediah, I will actually get, is this you? Okay, now I have control of Jebediah. And Bill's in one of these pods now. Oh man, okay. Plant flag, buddy. Plant a flag. Failed rescue. B.O.B. Bob. Please help. Okay. Now Bob will have to come get you. Go ahead and hang out in your crew hatch here. Keep you nice and safe. Alrighty. And I don't think, yeah, I can't get control of this anymore. Let me see. Let me see if this will work. Where am I? I need to get control of the main ship. Okay. And see if I can, like, at least, you know, I mean, it's got battery left. Can I go ahead and transmit, com, idle? Yeah, I can't use any of these. Can I use this one? Nope. Well, that's annoying. It's very annoying. I wonder... No, yeah, never mind. But okay, so these guys are safe for now. hanging out. I think this one's Bill. No, that one's probably Bill. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That is crazy. But what I will do is leave these guys out here, go back to the Space Center. At least I was able to transmit a bunch of science back. I don't know how much I have, but hopefully I have enough to unlock, a strut or a fuel line to make this rescue mission a lot easier. I mean, I know that ship works. I can just send Bob straight out there. But I'll go ahead and end this episode. I'll just figure out what we can unlock. And then the next episode will be our second rescue attempt, which will be for Jebediah and Bill. All right. Oh, man, I'm so disappointed. All right, we have 301 science. Okay, this one, Rocco Max, okay, the little thing, and another fuel tank. We don't need that. This one has struts. Awesome. The stability enhancer for the launch pad, which would also help. Radial decoupler and the tri-stack. This one has a winglet, cockpit, probe body, and SAS thing. SAS would be helpful. Over here, rechargeable battery bank and the recharge. Okay, this one I definitely want. It's got the lights and the recharge unit, so I don't have to worry about putting 20 million batteries on my ships. So that one I'm automatically researching right now. The next one down was a ladder and a thermometer. And this one has the gear bay and a different kind of landing strut. Okay, so what did we just now unlock? Oh, lots of little stuff. Okay, a bunch of little parts for the, whatchamacallits. I think, yeah, this one's one for probe body, that little probe rocket. Oh, and this is all of our RCS. We haven't had RCS yet. I think that is, right? This is RCS stuff. Looks like it. Oh, wait, no, that's little probe. Okay, it's still a little probe thing. Okay, these are all little probes. Decoupler for it. Oh, for a second I thought we were going to get RCS already. But okay, what's this next one down? Rechargeable battery. Different kind of solar panel looks like. Different kind of solar panel. Different panels. Different. Okay, so these are a bunch of solar panels. And this has a barometer, a mobility enhancer, which is normally kind of ladder. That's what they call those. And okay, so it's a couple ladders and a barometer. Not a big deal there. Ooh, and all these take 160 science. So do I really want... Okay, I should go ahead and get the struts. Yep. Get the strut and see what it unlocks. I get... looks like more little probe tanks. And oh, wait. Monopropellant. Is this... RCS fuel tank. Oh, here we go. Fuel lines. That's my baby. And RCS thruster. So here we go. I don't have to look anywhere else. I know this is one that we want. Even though it's 90 science. I know we want that one. Why is that grayed out? Oh, I can't see what that unlocks. Maybe I have to get this one as well to get those. Anyway, the next down, what we've unlocked, fuel tanks, decouplers, adapters. Okay, so for some of the bigger rockets, bigger diameter, and wing stuff. So stuff for airplanes. I'm not getting into airplanes yet, so I don't need that. I've got 76 science left. These all cost 90, so I can't get anything more from there. This was the probe stuff, and this was, I thought, a probe thing, but I don't think it is. I think it's like a lander pack and a different fuel tank. I guess I'll go for this. This goes with the cockpit and has a little probe body. Alright, and what else did that unlock? That unlocks more wing stuff. More stuff for the space planes. Alright, so we're making our way through the research tree. I was hoping to have gotten all that stuff back here with me safely in that ship, but it didn't work out that way. A slip of the button, slip of the mind, ruins your mission. So what I'm going to do is, I'll probably do it off camera, go ahead and remodify the ship. All I'm going to do is basically, I guess I can do it right now, but I was going to take the couplers off because I'm going to try and get all that science equipment back with me. So load up that ship. See, it was my third attempt at a rescue vehicle. They were all blowing up on the launch pad. Wasn't working. Definitely needed those fuel lines and struts. But since I've already got this built and I know it's good to go, I'm going to use this. But what I'm going to do is take these things, throw them away. So I'm going to try and bring it back as a whole anyway. Might as well get rid of those so a slip of the key isn't going to do that to me again. I think there was one other thing I wanted to adjust, but everything else seemed to work just fine. So we will go with this in the next video to rescue Bill and now Jebediah. Bob, you're the man. You're going to do it. I will see you next time.